All right, we're ready for game 2 of our varsity doubleheader here. I think everybody's starting to slowly find that we're on the air, so that's a good thing. Lady Wildcats fall 48-44 in game 1 of this varsity doubleheader. And, you know, I said it before we went to break a little bit ago. I said the curse of the Chicks continues, and I would like to go back over the last 10 years. I'd have to go do a little research and find out what the win-loss record against Pleasant Hill is in those 10 years. Now, in that 10 years, I will say Harrisonville's had some really solid teams that have come in here and looked not so solid, but at the same time, Pleasant Hill has also had a D1 player in Kindred Weisman for 4 years, as well as many other good players as well. So it's just one of those things, though. It has been just a mind block. Harrisonville struggles against the Chicks, and it continued tonight. It looked like second quarter they'd figured things out. They got out to a 9-point lead. They were leading by 7 at half, and then boom, third quarter comes rolling around at a 19-7 third quarter for Pleasant Hill. And next thing you know, Cats were playing catch-up. They did get it tied on a Breckenmorton free throw with under a minute to go, but then they could not get anything else going as they missed an easy look inside, and that was the end of the ball game. So we're awaiting varsity action coming your way. Try to get you a good, clear signal, but the band is below us and is mighty loud. We thought we would have coronation between the two. We thought we would have a coronation in between the two games, but it looks like maybe they'll be doing that at halftime, which means we'll have like a 25-minute halftime. Hopefully they'll do it rather quickly in the half. So we got about 5 minutes before we get to the ball game. We're going to take a timeout. You're listening to our pregame show brought to you by our great friends at Sherwood Community Bank. We'll have some Stafford and Stafford Insurance starting lineups after this.
A strong starting lineup is a key to a great team. Insurance is no different, and Stafford and Stafford Insurance has the best lineup in town. With personal, commercial, health, life, farm, and crop insurance, they have you covered. 40-plus employees are there for you to find the best rates, walk you through claims, and make sure they are there for every step of the way. So if you're looking for a full-service insurance company with a strong starting lineup, go see the folks over at Stafford and Stafford Insurance on Commercial Street across from Holland Auto Sales.
What's one of the most important characteristics of a great team? They've got each other's back. Well, that's the motto that the team at Schroeder Chiropractic lives by. With 2 chiropractors, 3 therapists, and an amazing office staff, they've got your back. They'll take care of your aches and pains and have you feeling like new. But Schroeder Chiropractic has the community's back as well, actively involved with bright futures in Harrisonville youth sports. So next time you need to take care of those aches and pains, go see the team at Schroeder Chiropractic because they have Harrisonville's back.
When it comes to fast service at a reasonable price, Young's Auto is your place. Whether it's a standard oil change, brake check, or something a little more major, Michelle and William with Young's Auto Repair will make sure you get back on the road quickly with a little change left in your pockets. So if you don't want to break the bank when your vehicle needs service, come to the shop that keeps you rolling down the highway. Young's Auto, right across the street from Young's Tire on South Commercial.
Salon 114 on the historic Harrisonville Square is happy to sponsor this year's Spirit Spotlight, which highlights a different Wildcat cheerleader who has excelled on the team each week. While the stylists at Salon 114 are extremely busy, they are excited to announce the addition of a full-spectrum infrared sauna. This new addition is available to anyone and comes with an array of health benefits. Sessions are available with flexible times and by the minute. That makes now the time to call at 816-651-3722.
The Trade Fair Mall isn't just an antique mall. It's several businesses in one. Need T-shirts for your team? A custom T-shirt shop on site has you covered. Speaking of covered, Harrisonville Trade Fair is Missouri's #1 seller in premier portable buildings to store all your outdoor equipment. Design your own or buy one in stock for as little as $100 down and no credit check. While you are custom designing your premier portable building, snack on some delightful cinnamon glazed pecans, cashews, and almonds from the Nutty Bavarian. You need it? They probably got it. Harrisonville's Trade Fair Mall across from Sutherland's.
All right, welcome back. We are ready for varsity basketball action. It's your Stafford & Stafford Insurance starting lineups for Harrisonville's best lineup of insurance. Visit Stafford & Stafford Insurance today. For Pleasant Hill, for their boys tonight, their starters are going to be Mason Jackson, Hunter Fannin, Blake Atkins, Randy Burkhart, and Ramsey Kohler. For your Wildcats, it'll be Jenkins, Filer, Jenkins, Norris, Knowles, Rogers, and Filer for the Wildcats. Those are the starting lineups. And, you know, injuries have piled up for the Wildcats this year. You're without Isaiah Patrick all season. Now out the rest of the season is Landon George. Kennedy Atkinson out for the year. I believe we got Jaden Wilson back, which will be huge off of the bench. But you're going about 7 deep. Now it's who else can step up for the Wildcats and take the place of a Landon George, who was a good energy kid. So Cats kind of still trying to find their way. They've struggled their last 4. They've lost their last 4 games. They have blown out on Tuesday night against Oak Grove, 90-56 final score. So somebody going to have to learn to step up, and you got to find your offense somewhere.
Well, you want the young youth to step up, next man up, but you also don't want them to lose confidence either. So that's where it kind of, that's that fine line as far as getting experience, but losing your mojo a little bit. So hopefully they're gonna find a little bit as we go on through the rest of the season. But here's Pleasant Hill. It doesn't make any difference what records are.
Yeah, and I get on my soapbox. You know this about me, Gary. Sometimes I like to get on my soapbox a little bit. And I'm a little bit disappointed in the crowd Harrisonville has here tonight. Pleasant Hill, obviously, it's their court warming night, but this is a 10-minute drive, if that, up here. And there is just hardly anybody over on the Harrisonville side. There's maybe about 15 students or so. Basketball's always been one of those sports that it's been hard for Harrisonville to take on cheering for. But, guys, I know there's nothing important going on a Friday at about 7 o'clock. Come over, support your team against your rival. It's not that big of a deal. And I'm going to tell you right now, it's not people that are watching online that aren't coming to the game, because we got 6 people watching right now. So, I mean, just one of those things. You got guys, I mean, people don't understand how much athletes feed off of a good crowd. And you'll see it here tonight. If Harrisonville is close in this game, you'll see those kids feeding off of the Pleasant Hill crowd a little bit. And I've seen it in here years before. They've called this place the Coop for the last several years, and I've seen 2 Coopers from Harrisonville light up the nets several times in this gym. So we'll see what happens tonight. We got 8 minutes on the clock, and we are ready for high school basketball action. Pleasant Hill's getting announced right now, so as soon as they announce the starters, we will have them going. Mason Jackson getting announced right now. We'll take a quick 30-second. We'll be back right after this.
The Trade Fair Mall isn't just an antique mall. It's several businesses in one. Need T-shirts for your team? A custom T-shirt shop on site has you covered. Speaking of covered, Harrisonville Trade Fair is Missouri's #1 seller in premier portable buildings to store all your outdoor equipment. Design your own or buy one in stock for as little as $100 down and no credit check. While you are custom designing your premier portable building, snack on some delightful cinnamon glazed pecans, cashews, and almonds from the Nutty Bavarian. You need it? They probably got it. Harrisonville's Trade Fair Mall across from Sutherland's.
All right, we're ready for basketball action. Pleasant Hill going to go left to right in this first half, or as Gary likes to say, north to south. They're in their home white tops, white bottoms, gold and purple trim, gold numbers and letters. Wildcats in their away blues, blue tops, blue bottoms, white numbers, white letters, black and white trim on the sides. And it's going to be jumping it up at midcourt, Brody Rogers and Kohler for Pleasant Hill as we are set for action here. And Brody going to win the tip, and the Cats have control as we get started from Pleasant Hill in our nightcap of varsity basketball action on 4Ts.com. Little give and go to Rogers, knocked away from him, picked up, back the other way they go. Burkhart with it, gets it to Jackson. Jackson going to spin in the paint, kick it over on the wing. 3 ball on the way, Atkins misses everything. Rebound inside, and back out front they go for Jackson. Jackson kicks into the corner. Back in the corner they go for Jackson. 3 ball, no. Rebound, fought for, and it goes out of bounds. Atkins had the position on Filer, but Filer did a good job boxing him to not be able to get quite to the ball. Kobe Norris set to bring it up for the Cats as we're underway from the Coop in Pleasant Hill. Norris has got it. Now he's double teamed to get it to Rogers. Rogers going to spin in the paint. Good move by Rogers. Puts it up and in for 2. And Wildcats lead it 2-0. 2-0 the score. Kick it out, throw it into the corner. Underneath they go for Kohler. And Kohler is fouled by Rogers as those two doing battle here early on. Good alertness on the other end, though, there, Gary, for Brody to feel that pressure coming from the backside, able to rip that ball in and not get it stripped away. So at the line is Kohler for 2. First one rattles home, popped up, popped down, and it's a 2-1 ball game with under 7 to go in the first quarter. Second one coming up for Kohler. It is up, it is good, and we're all knotted up at 2 apiece. Jenkins gets it to Norris, and Norris going to bring it across the timeline for the Cats. Guarded by Fannin, and Norris, little Euro step take, puts it in for 2, make it 4-2. And Jackson goes back the other way, 6:37 to go here in the first half. Cats lead 4-2. Get it off into the corner they go. That is Burkhart. Burkhart back out front they go. Jackson. Back to Atkins. Atkins to Jackson. Jackson gonna drive, puts it up and puts it in. And it's a 4-4 ball game. Back the other way we go. Norris gonna bring it up. Goes across the timeline. Dribbles over to the wing. Now a little stutter step take, floater, no. Rebound by Jackson of Pleasant Hill, and they're going to go back the other way, and Jackson going to take it coast to coast. He is fouled on the floor, and it'll be the second team foul on the Cats. See who they call that on. Call that on Colby Knowles. Try to get the ball in here. Burkhart trying to get it in, Fannin gets it into Burkhart. He puts it up, no good. Rebound inside, put up by Kohler, no, it stays with Pleasant Hill. Atkins set to pass it in. Still looking to get it in. Gets it in for Burkhart. He drives it back for Kohler underneath, who gets it for an easy bucket. It's 6-4 Pleasant Hill. Knowles fires a 3, rattles it home, and it's 7-6. First lead change of the ball game. Get it off Fannin, looks inside, back out front. Jackson spinning around into the corner. They go the other way. Burkhart to Atkins. Atkins to Burkhart. Burkhart's got it. Back up front for Jackson. Burkhart, no good. Rebound inside by Rogers. Cats with a 1-point lead in the ball. They get it ahead for Knowles. Knowles back to the corner 3. No good from Jenkins. Norris found the open man, but couldn't get it to fall. And now Fannin gets it stripped by Filer, and the Cats bring it back the other way. Into the corner they go for Knowles. Knowles has got in the corner, back to the wing for Filer, left side. Between the circles now for Jenkins back to Filer, over to Norris. Norris now to Jenkins. Jenkins has got it right side wing, looking inside for Rogers. Now they kick it off and out of bounds, tipped out of bounds by Burkhart, and it'll stay with the Cats.
I like their patience here. They're waiting for that shot, and I like that.
I would like to see it. I mean, Norris has done some good dribble driving, but nobody else has from the wing. We got to get somebody else out there with a little bit of dribble drive penetration to try to open up Brody Rogers on the inside. Top of the key for Jenkins. Starts his dribble with 4:10 to go here in the first quarter. Outside, guarded by Jackson. Get it off for Filer. Filer going to float it in the lane. No. Rebound Burkhart. Gets it to Jackson. And Jackson going to bring it across the timeline. Looks into the corner for Fannin. Back out front, Burkhart over. 3-ball. Good from Atkins. And it's 9-7. Pleasant Hill regains the lead. 3:40 to go here in the first quarter. Norris has it, dribbles over towards the corner, right side. Little shake and bake, gets it off. Now 3-ball by Filer. No good. Rebound inside for Atkins. Get it ahead for Burkhart. He's going to drive the paint. Good. And it's 11-7. 4-point lead for Pleasant Hill. Now it's the timeline. Norris with it. He's going to dribble, kicks it in the corner for Filer. Filer's got it, looks inside, gets it off for Knowles. Knowles pops it outside. They go inside to Rogers. Good take, Brody Rogers. 11-9. And it's a 2-point game with 3 minutes to go in the first quarter. Burkhart, corner, Fannin, 3, no. Rebound by Norris. He's got numbers. He's going to push it, and he tries to drop it off. Good look, and hammered. Going to the bucket is Colby Knowles, and he'll go to the line for a pair. So good look right there for Norris to drop it to Knowles, and it's a 2-point game. And at the line is Knowles for 2. 11-9 our score, 2:49 to go, quarter number 1. Rattles that first one in, make it 11-10. Carson Crowley checks in. Filer checks out. Second free throw good, and we're knotted at 11 apiece. I was getting ready to say, I don't see Jacob Poisel over on the bench, but he was at the scorer's table ready to check in, and he checks in for Knowles. So we're tied at 11 with 2:45 to go in the first quarter. Jackson with it. It's over on the wing for Lawler. Back out front they go, spin it around the other way for Atkins. Back to Lawler. Lawler goes inside Kohler. Good defense by Rogers, but he throws it right back to Kohler. Kohler drives. He can't connect, gets his own rebound, and a foul underneath on the floor, and it'll stay with Pleasant Hill. Going to call that on Kanan. Kanan was the one with the rebound there. Checking several more in. That's Burkhart checking back into the ball game after a quick breather. Burkhart gets it in the corner. Lawler up front they go. Spinning around underneath they go. Up strong, no. I'm going to say it was on the floor. I think they're going to call that on Crowley on the backside there. Got a hold of him before he could take the shot off. So Rogers going to check out now with 2:22 to go here in the first quarter. 11-11 our score. Get it in, Lawler up front. Has it. Jackson inside 4. Burkhart outside. 3-ball is good. Kanan. And it's 14-11. Back the other way we go with it. Norris has it outside. Going to back it back up. Get it off for Crowley. Crowley now to Knowles. Knowles will fire a 3. No. Short. Saves it. Inside for Poisel. Poisel able to chase it down. Good hustle move. Now off for Wilson. And Wilson knocks it down for 2. 14-13 the score. Jaden Wilson. 1:45 to go here in the first quarter, I should say. A back and forth battle. Knowles going to take it the other way. Kick it off. 3-ball by Norris. Good! Colby Norris for 3, and it's 16-14 the Cats regain the lead in a seesaw battle in the first quarter of this one. Lawler, baseline jumper, no. Rebound inside by Crowley. Gets it off for Norris, and Kobe Norris goes back the other way. Has it top of the key. Kick it off for Crowley. Crowley's got it outside. Dribbles over to the wing left side. Goes left corner for Poisel. Poisel, he'll shoot that 15-footer. No good. Rebound in the corner for Lawler of Pleasant Hill. They're going to go back the other way. Jackson with it. Across the timeline is Jackson over to Lawler. Right through his hands, out of bounds. And it goes back to the Wildcats with 56.9 to go here in the first quarter of this one. All right, 55 seconds to go, first quarter. Jenkins going to bring it up, getting Norris a little bit of a breather here. They get it inside for Poisel. Poisel going to back his way down. Jumper, no. Crashes the boards, and it goes off Poisel out of bounds. So here we go. And back the other way. Atkins going to bring it up for Pleasant Hill. Atkins brings it across the timeline. Go inside wide open underneath Fannin. Cannot get it to fall. Fouled by Wilson. Jaden's first foul. Harrisonville fans have kind of streamed in here. I'm wondering if maybe there's some of them weren't at the JV game over at the middle school, because I believe they were playing over there, but I'm not sure. So 34 seconds to go. First one by Fannin is no good. He's got one more to go here. Can make it a one-point game. 34.5 to go in the first quarter. 16-14 our score. Second free throw is good, and it's a 16-15 ball game. And Kobe Norris going to bring it across for the Cats. Got a little too cute in the backcourt. Put it off the back of his foot, but regroups. Across the timeline he goes. Kick it off for Crowley. Crowley looking to do something with it. Kick it over for Knowles. Knowles drives off for Poisel. No. Rebound inside Poisel. Kicks it off for Crowley. Reset it with 9. Jenkins has it. Cats kick it over on the wing. Jenkins has got to get rid of it. Shoots a wild shot. Almost falls at the buzzer. And our score after one, 16-15, Cats lead. We'll be right back.
It's happened to all of us. Our printer out of ink and need an important document printed. In Harrisonville, that can spell disaster. Not any longer, though. Kaleidoscope Digital Services has you covered with inexpensive printing services. No more trips to the city just to get a copy made. And that's not all. Computer on the fritz, they'll take a look. Wi-Fi needed for workspace, and even starting a local gaming community, plus new board games to try. Head up to the historic Harrisonville Square and check out Kaleidoscope Digital Services on the corner of Wall and Independence Street.
Go. All right, we're going to quarter number 2, a seesaw battle here in the first quarter. Went back and forth. There were 3 different ties, 4 lead changes in that first quarter. Sorry, 3 ties, 3 lead changes. And our score is 16-15 after one. Harrisonville with the advantage. And it will be Pleasant Hill ball to start the second quarter. So here we go. Jackson across the timeline with it. Pleasant Hill's ball to start quarter number 2. He's double teamed out there. They get it inside to Kohler. He goes up strong and finishes. And it is 17-16. Pleasant Hill regains the lead. Filer with it. They go inside to Rogers. Rogers going to try to spin. Can't find anybody. Gets it out and kind of lofts it up front, but nobody there. Fanning going to go the other way. He knocks it in for 2, and it's 19-16, a 3-point lead for Pleasant Hill. 7:25 to go. Off on the wing. Filer with it on the left side wing. Tries to go to the left blocks. And scrum for it. Picked up by Pleasant Hill. Can't believe there was no fouls called on that little sequence there. And the little spin moves Jackson. 21-16. Timeout, Harrisonville. We'll be right back.
No matter how many things you've had on the menu at Applebee's, everyone has their favorite. Whether it's an appetizer sampler, chicken fajita roll-up, or 3-cheese chicken penne with a side of buffalo sauce, you always go back to your favorite. At some point over the years, every Wildcat has had a meal at Applebee's. The next time you head to Applebee's in your Wildcat gear, mention the Wildcat Special and receive a 10% discount. Applebee's of Harrisonville on Rockhaven Road, Caddy Corner to Quick Trip.
All right, 21-16, a 6-0 spurt to start the second quarter, and it's a 5-point advantage for Pleasant Hill. So just like that, 1-point lead evaporates, and Pleasant Hill takes a 5-point advantage. And they're in the midst of a 7-0 run. Harrisonville has not scored since a couple minutes ago in the first quarter. They got a 3-ball. 21-16 the score here. Norris brings it across the timeline. Drives it in. Dishes to Jenkins, who tries to drop it off and kicked out of bounds by Pleasant Hill. Brody Rogers set to pass it in, gets it. They little try to give and go into Rogers. Rogers does get it, and he is fouled by Kohler. With 6:47 to go. Just the second team foul on Pleasant Hill. Try to get it in, they get it in to Norris. Kobe Norris with it between the circles, set up his offense, goes over for Knowles. Knowles drives, puts it up, no. No call there. Goes back the other way, Jackson, kick it off, Atkins back to Jackson. Jackson and Atkins playing catch. Atkins fires a 3, good. 24-16, just like that, an 8-point Pleasant Hill lead. Cats in the danger zone right here. You don't want Pleasant Hill to get out to a double-digit lead on court warming night. 6 minutes to go here in the half. Knowles will fire a little jumper, no. And it goes back the other way. Cats settling for jumpers. Pleasant Hill and Coach Messenger will take that all night long. Head they go. Norris with the jumper. Make it 24-18 the score now. So 5:44 to go in the half. They kick it to Fannin. Back up front for Jackson, and he just drives right to the lane. And again, they're just letting them play. That's another no call down there. 26-18 the score. Norris with it to Knowles. Knowles will fire. Knowles connects. Shooter's touch. 26-21. It's back to 5 now. Atkins has it wing left side. Skip pass over to the right side wing Burkhart. He drives in the lane out to Jackson. Spinning in the corner. 3-ball good. 29-21 the score. Another wide open look. They'll knock him down all night long if you give it to him. Jenkins can't connect the other way. This is where the Cats get in the danger zone. They try to start trading threes and have issues with it. There's multiple opportunities for Pleasant Hill back the other way. .447 to go here in the half, 29-21 the score. Chance for Pleasant Hill to push this out to double digits here in the second quarter. First free throw, no. One more to go for Burkhart. Filer and Norris check out. Knowles and Poisel check in. 29-21 our score, 4:47 to go. First half, second one is good. It's a 9-point Pleasant Hill lead. 4:40 to go here in the first half. They get it inside to Rogers. Rogers spins, kicks it out, 3-ball by Crowley, no. Rebound Back the other way they go. Kick it in the corner, 3 ball. And a blocking foul called on Knowles. .427 to go. Coach Mercer was not happy with that call there. Thought it should have been a charge.
Well, you got to be in control with the ball, and he wasn't in control when he came down on Colby. That's, I think, my aggravation with that call.
So at the free throw line is Burkhart for 2, or 1 and 1, sorry. Cannot connect, and the Cats go back the other way, down by 9. Get it to Rogers. Rogers going to drive in the paint, little up and under, good. Make it 30-23. Brody Rogers makes it a 7-point game. Out of bounds is Pleasant Hill. Lawler can't control it on the near side here. And with 4:14 to go, Cats down 7, a chance to make it back to a 2-possession game. So 30-23 our score. Norris brings it across the timeline. Over to Rogers. Rogers baseline. He goes up right to Poisel, and Poisel knocks it in, make it 30-25. Cats back to within 5 with 3:55 to go here in the first half. Lawler into the corner, they go with it. Back out Cannon, back out front Jackson. Baseline they go. Baseball pass to Lawler. Jumper no good, but a rebound on the inside by Solomon. Kicks it back out. Baseline jumper, Cannon thought about it, now back out front for Atkins. He drops it off for Pleasant Hill inside. A wide open look inside by Solomon. 32-25. Cats just allowed him a free shot there after he missed a wide open look. 32-25 the score, 7-point game. Norris with it. Gets it off for Poisel. Poisel going to drive. He goes up strong. No. Rebound. Pleasant Hill, and it goes back the other way. Canaan ahead for Lawler. Lawler glass no good, and Rogers with the rebound. Back the other way we go. Norris fires a 3. No, short. Rebound by Atkins of Pleasant Hill, and they push it ahead. Lawler will fire a 3. No. Rebound by Norris. Both teams going one and done here. And now a drive by Crowley. Crowley needs some help. They get it inside for Poisel. And a timeout called by Harrisonville with 2:35 to go in the first half. We'll take a timeout as well.
No matter how many things you've had on the menu at Applebee's, everyone has their favorite. When you want all the latest news about the Wildcats, turn to the South Cast Tribune. A large sports section, honor rolls, robotics, and even news and notes from all 6 Harrisonville campuses. They are sure to have you covered. They are happy to say the Wildcats are their hometown team. Find the Tribune around town at various establishments or get a subscription delivered right to your mailbox. Keep up with everything each week in the South Cast Tribune, Harrisonville's home news source.
All right, welcome back. 2:35 to go here in the first half. Cats trail 32-25 with the ball. Coach Mercer called a quick timeout there. Didn't want to lose possession after it got a little bit sloppy. So Cats only with 3 timeouts remaining here in the ball game. And we're still in the first half. So that's something we'll watch as the game wears on. Try to get it in, and Poisel threw that one right to Pleasant Hill, and Kohler goes back the other way. And you cannot bail them out with those easy foul calls when both teams are out of control. Just get away from them and let them go. Now they called an intentional foul on Harrisonville, and I have no idea what they were looking at. So
the player was totally out of control, so there was no intentional intent for the foul.
And they called it, they said Colby Knowles, and Colby's on the bench. I don't think it was on Colby. 33-25. Obviously, Coach Mercer did not agree with the call as he continued to shake his head in disgust over on the sideline. Burkhart gets it in. Fannin out to Jackson. Jackson to Burkhart. Skip it around. Back top of the key for Jackson over to Fannin. Looking inside, they skip it over to Burkhart. He's going to drive, kick it in the corner. 3-ball thought about drive, kick back to Burkhart. Now to Jackson. Jackson floater in the paint. No. Rebound fought for inside. Kohler comes down with it. He got it and won. And it's a 10-point lead, 35-25. Cats down 10. Kohler put it up and in for 2. Now the foul called on Pleasant Hill as the position there for Wilson, but the Cats down double digits. If you're the Cats, you want to outscore them by about 5 here in the last 2 minutes of this half. Try to make it a 5-point game going into the locker room. You do not want to be down double digits. Jenkins rattles a 3 home, 35-28. That'll help. Gets them within 7. Lawler ahead for Fannin. Fannin back for Burkhart. He thought about a 3 over to Lawler. Kick it in the corner. And Herlock walks. And the Cats a chance to make it 5 or 4 here with 1:45 to go. So you want to win this last 2 minutes here, Gary. See if you can get back in this ball game having been down 10. Norris brings it across the timeline. Get it in the corner for Filer. Filer to Poisel. Looks for the give and go. Poisel going to drive it in. Goes to Rogers. Rogers has got it on the baseline. Tries a little up and under. Nothing there. Going to have to get rid of it. Goes up strong. No. Rebound by Atkins of Pleasant Hill, and it goes back the other way with 1:20 to go in the half. 7-point Pleasant Hill lead. Kick it in the corner. Fannin drives baseline, kicks it back out front for Atkins. Corner 3, Burkhart wide open, rattles out. Rebound fought for, goes back to Harrisonville off of Fannin. Poisel to Norris with 1:02 to go in the half. Norris going to bring it across the timeline. Has it. Gets double teamed. Poisel comes up with it. Get it to Filer. Filer has it inside to Poisel. Poisel, a little spinner. No. Rogers, no. He's fouled, and he'll go to the line for a pair with 46 seconds to go. Chance to make this a 6 or 5 point game. 5 if he can knock them both down. 46 seconds to go. So 35-28 our score. Rogers at the line. First one is short. Has one more to go here. Second one is coming up for the Cats. And here we go with the second. And that didn't hit anything, and that'll go back to Pleasant Hill. Kobe Norris got away with lane violation as well on that one. A 45.6, a 7-point game. You got to get a stop and a bucket before the half. See if Pleasant Hill's going to try to run one last play here. They get it into Lawler, inside Kohler. Kohler goes up strong, no good. And the Cats get it right back, so good possession for the Cats, and then they turn it right back over. Lawler goes up. He got it to go. And one, 37-28. You talk about all-time backfires. You were within 7, you got the ball, you turn it over, and you give up an and one opportunity on the other side. Evan Filer with the pass there, then had to foul the other way, and a chance for Pleasant Hill to push this right back out to 10. And they do. 38-28 the score. 25.8 seconds to go in the half. Across the timeline to go with 20 seconds to go. A little bit too much standing around for the Wildcats for my liking here. Nobody really trying to do much to get open. They go inside to Rogers. Rogers jumper no, put back good. Makes it 8, 38-30. Back the other way they go. Atkins with it. He stepped out of bounds. It wasn't called. And that'll go to the half. Cats down 8. We'll be back right after this.
What is your time worth? Think about it the next time you head to the city to spend hours and days shopping for home appliances and to save a few dollars. Instead, drive across town and see Erlene and her staff that's right here for your convenience. You can be in or out in a short amount of time with amazing service, a great product, and they always treat you like family. Located behind Hawthorne Bank on Plaza Drive, so spend all your extra time you saved cheering on the Wildcats. And remember, think Trobies first when you think of home appliances.
It's always a good idea at the time to have a birthday party at your house, then the party happens. You're too crammed, the mess after you're done, not able to visit with someone because you can't get to that person and chat. Well, next time you have a gathering to plan, whether it's a birthday party, anniversary, bridal or baby shower, graduation party, holiday party, give Sonia at the Dickey Cottage a call. Large area to sit, eat, and visit, space to lay out all the food, and a big living room area for the guys to watch sports. Take the work out of the party, relax, and finally enjoy your party at the Dickey Cottage, the venue place.
By visiting William and Michelle's at Young's Tire and Wheel Center. You might not need them today. William can give you a peace of mind by letting you know when you will. If tires are needed, they will get you the best tire on the market and Harrisonville's best tire warranty with free flat repair for life of the tire. So stay safe with new tires from Young's Tire and Wheel Center. Decisions on the football field must be made in a split second. When buying a home, it is quite the opposite. Let Carol Looney and her staff at American Heritage walk you through the process with ease. They will make sure buying your dream home doesn't become a nightmare. From the first showing until the keys are in your hand, go with the realtors that have called Harrisonville home since 1981. American Heritage Realtors, office located next to Sonic on Commercial, or go see them at americanheritage-realtors.com.
When you live in a small town, you need someone you can trust to buy a used car from. Steve Holland with Holland Auto Sales is that guy. Selling cars in Harrisonville for 35 years gains you that trust. Used car dealers can come and go, but not Steve. Holland Auto Sales, with 3 generations of Hollands graduating from Harrisonville, means he will be here for years to come. So go see the guy who the Grammer family trusts to buy from. Steve Holland with Holland Auto Sales on Commercial Street, just past Burger King.
All right, welcome back. Your score at the half, 38-30. Wildcats trail it. They led 16-15 after one, and were outscored 23-14 in that second quarter, and it made it a 38-30 score at the half. So all Pleasant Hill in the second quarter, Gary. First quarter saw 3 ties, 3 lead changes. There's only 1 lead change in the second quarter, and that was Pleasant Hill taking over the game.
Yeah, and it was the first minute and a half where they scored 8, where they had an 8-0 run. I mean, that's the difference that I see in the at the halftime score is the 8-0 run, because they came out and scored, turnover, score, or miss bucket, score. So going down some stats real quick. Not going to go by total. Jenkins has 3, Norris has 7, Knowles has 8, Rogers has 6. Off the bench, Wilson has 2, and Poisel has 4 to total up 30. The only person in foul trouble is Colby Knowles. He has 3, and Jacob Poisel has 2. The leading scorer for the Pleasant Hill is Kohler with 9, Jackson with 6, and everybody. Atkins has 9 as well. And they don't really have anybody in foul trouble. They've got Burkhardt has 2. So they've got a total of 38. Really, I mean, like I said, I like what we've done as far as how hard we've played. I think we've played with a lot of intensity. But still, that first minute killed us.
Yeah, if you can just try, I mean, it's kind of like one of those things where you stop the bleeding and try to get things to go and see what they can do in the third quarter. You just can't settle for those jump shots like they did a lot in that second quarter. Move the ball around, get some good possessions, and then play tough on defense, and you'll be in a good shot. So our score, 38-30 at half. We're going to take another timeout. We'll be back with some second half action here in just a little bit. You're listening to the show brought to you by our friends at Kaleidoscope Digital Services.
Teammates on a football field are a must. That's why Cameron Chenoweth of American Family and Lacey Dominick of Shelter Insurance are teaming up to give you options in the insurance market. They know you have choices, and they want to work together like the Wildcat football team to make sure you have the best insurance coverage out there. To see what their team can do for you, call Cameron Chenoweth at 816-380-3996 and Lacey Dominick at 816-380-2700.
It's never too early to teach your little ones about finances and saving money. Sherwood Community Bank has plenty of options available for you to help kids save and learn how to manage money. Savings accounts can be started as soon as one is born to help teach them to save. Once they are behind the wheel, a checking account with free internet banking and a debit card could be there for them to manage their money. Sherwood Community Bank is there for the youngsters. Just ask Braxton.
Go see them at Sherwood's Bank. That's where my account is.
It's 6 p.m. and your family is discussing what to eat for dinner. We've all been there. Everyone wants something different. So make it simple. Go to Forged by Fire in Harrisonville for a little bit of everything. Salads for mom, and a wide variety of them at that. The steak for dad, a Boss Burger for your growing boy, and chicken strips for the little one. The next time you need a variety of food with extra options to satisfy everyone in the family, make the one stop to Forged by Fire in the Price Chopper Shopping Center on Commercial.
You have choices when it comes to apparel and promotional gear for your business. Don't sacrifice quality for choice. Travis Thurston with T Screen Printing and Embroidery has all you could ask for. Local ability to screen print, embroider, and make vinyl decals, not to mention 50,000 promotional products at your fingertips with tscreenprinting.com. The next time your business or event needs apparel or a giveaway, stay local and turn to T Screen Printing and Embroidery, the pros who 4Ts trust to outfit them on Friday nights.
A strong starting lineup is a key to a great team. Insurance is no different, and Stafford Insurance has the best lineup in town. With personal, commercial, health, life, farm, and crop insurance, they have you covered. 40-plus employees are there for you to find the best rates, walk you through claims, and make sure they are there for every step of the way. So if you're looking for a full-service insurance company with a strong starting lineup, go see the folks over at Stafford Insurance on Commercial Street across from Holland Auto Sales.
What's one of the most important characteristics of a great team? They've got each other's back. Well, that's the motto that the team at Schroeder Chiropractic lives by. With 2 chiropractors, 3 therapists, and an amazing office staff, they've got your back. They'll take care of your aches and pains and have you feeling like new. But Schroeder Chiropractic has the community's back as well, actively involved with Bright Futures and Harrisonville Youth Sports. So next time you need to take care of those aches and pains, go see the team at Schroeder Chiropractic because they have Harrisonville's back.
When it comes to fast service at a reasonable price, Young's Auto is your place. Whether it's a standard oil change, brake check, or something a little more major, Michelle and William with Young's Auto Repair will make sure you get back on the road quickly with a little change left in your pockets. So if you don't want to break the bank when your vehicle needs service, come to the shop that keeps you rolling down the highway. Young's Auto, right across the street from Young's Tire on South Commercial.
Salon 114 on the historic Harrisonville Square is happy to sponsor this year's Spirit Spotlight, which highlights a different Wildcat cheerleader who has excelled on the team each week. While the stylists at Salon 114 are extremely busy, they are excited to announce the addition of a full-spectrum infrared sauna. This new addition is available to anyone and comes with an array of health benefits. Sessions are available with flexible times and by the minute. That makes now the time to call at 816-651-3722.
It's happened to all of us. Our printer out of ink and need an important document printed. In Harrisonville, that can spell disaster. Not any longer, though. Kaleidoscope Digital Services has you covered with inexpensive printing services. No more trips to the city just to get a copy made. And that's not all. Computer on the fritz, they'll take a look. Wi-Fi needed for workspace, and even starting a local gaming community, plus new board games to try. Head up to the historic Harrisonville Square and check out Kaleidoscope Digital Services on the corner of Wall and Independence Street.
Sampler, chicken fajita roll-up, or 3-cheese chicken penne with a side of buffalo sauce, you always go back to your favorite. At some point over the years, every Wildcat has had a meal at Applebee's. The next time you head to Applebee's in your Wildcat gear, mention the Wildcat Special and receive a 10% discount. Applebee's of Harrisonville on Rockhaven Road, catty corner to Quick Trip. When you want all the latest news about the Wildcats, turn to the South Cast Tribune. A large sports section, honor rolls, robotics, and even news and notes from all 6 Harrisonville campuses. They are sure to have you covered. They are happy to say the Wildcats are their hometown team. Find the Tribune around town at various establishments or get a subscription delivered right to your mailbox. Keep up with everything each week in the South Cast Tribune, Harrisonville's home news source.
What is your time worth? Think about it the next time you head to the city to spend hours and days shopping for home appliances and to save a few dollars. Instead, drive across town and see Erlene and her staff that's right here for your convenience. You can be in or out in a short amount of time with amazing service, a great product, and they always treat you like family. Located behind Hawthorne Bank on Plaza Drive, so spend all your extra time you saved cheering on the Wildcats, and remember, think Trobies first when you think of home appliances.
All right, about a minute to go before we get to second half action. Cats got some work to do if they want to get back in this one. Down by 8. Good news is they're not down double digits going into the second half. And Gary, we just talked about it a while ago. You just got to take care of the basketball, be patient, and let those shots start falling. Don't start settling for jumpers and long threes.
Yeah, and don't have another first minute of the second quarter. They got a full half to get back into this. 8 points is nothing. They've just got to be persistent and taking care of the ball and getting some good shots. They took, I think, in my opinion, they took some shots that probably were ill advised in that second half when they was trying to come back too. So
we're set for second half action, and it'll be Pleasant Hill's ball to start the second half. Or no, sorry, it'll be Harrisonville ball to start the second half. So Cats can do some damage right away, get it to 6 or 5 here. Jenkins has it left side. Wing goes elbow for Rogers, and Rogers going to go right at the window. No good. Poisel's put back is good. It's 38-32. I like this look to start second half. Go big inside with the 2 down low, and Rogers had the rebound right through his hands and out of bounds. He had the position and all. Couldn't hang on to it. But I like the big bodies of Poisel and Rogers on the inside to start this second half. They kick it in the corner, 3 ball, good by Atkins. Make it 41-32. So right back where you started, now down 9. Get it inside to Rogers. He goes up strong, glass no good. Rebound and back the other way it goes. Underneath, foul on the floor. So 7-11 to go here in the third. It's a 9-point game. Get it off up front they go for Jackson. Back in the corner, Atkins wide open for 3. No. Knowles cannot chase it down off of the fingertips of Burkhart, and it goes back to the Cats. 7:04 to go. Third quarter, Cats down 9. Need a bucket here. Norris brings it across the timeline. Tries to go inside, a scrum for it, loses the handle. Jump ball goes to Pleasant Hill. Kobe Norris, only a sophomore, just got to do a better job of protecting the basketball. A little bit too much shake and bake I've seen in this game tonight. Just control the game with your dribble, but you don't have to get too fancy with it. Norris goes in, almost strips it away, but picked up by Fannin. Fannin kicks it in the corner for Atkins. Atkins going to drive. Kicks off for Jackson, and Jackson gets it stripped away, and they're going to call a hand check foul on Jenkins with 6:33 to go here in the third.
It's 2 quick fouls on Jenkins.
So 6:33 to go, and Jenkins has got to be your leader out there. He's your one with the most experience varsity-wise. Little jumper by Burkhart, no. Put back Atkins, yes. And it's 43-32. Coach Mercer calls a timeout. I know Coach Mercer's not happy with how this third quarter started, and he calls that timeout. But I almost wonder when one of these times call that timeout and pull all those guys out and say, if you're not going to give me the effort, I'm going to put 5 guys in there that'll give you the effort, as they're just kind of sleepwalking through the start of this second half.
Can I ask something? I thought Poisel's was a 3.
When was that?
The only points we've scored.
I had it down as 2.
Okay.
43-32, Cats down 11 with the basketball. No pressure being shown. Norris across the timeline, has it between the circles, kick it in the corner for Jenkins. Now step in, jumper, no. Rebound, it goes to Poisel, and he throws it away promptly to Jackson, and Jackson gonna go the other way. He gets it to go. 45-32. Back the other way it goes. 6 minutes to go here in the third. Three-pointer airballed by Knowles, and it goes back the other way. Coach Merce calls another timeout, and he's got 1 left here in the ball game. So again, this is where I talk about it though. You've got to be able to do something to light a fire by instead of just calling timeout. So you can rip into them here, I get that, but at the same time, let's maybe change something up here, because that's 2 timeouts within 45 seconds. Here we are down by 13. See what happens here with under 6 to go in the third. 45-32 is our score. So Cats are definitely in danger zone territory right here. Down by 13. So 45-32 the score. Burkhart passes it in. Jackson going to bring it up across the timeline for Pleasant Hill. And he throws it right at Norris, but able to get it right back. Now the ball is stripped away. Norris comes up with it, gets it to Knowles. And Knowles is fouled on a reach-in by Atkins. Rogers set to pass it in here. Filer over to Norris. Norris has got it left wing over to Filer. Right side, right wing now Jenkins. Jenkins with it back top of the key, stolen away the other way. Burkhart, no, he's fouled. I guess they're going to call that one on Colby Knowles. That'll be 4 on him. And that is on Colby. That's his 4th. So to the free throw line goes Burkhart. First one is short, has 1 more to go here. 45-32 our score. Second one, good. 46-32. Back we go for the Cats down 14. Filer with it. Back out front for Jenkins. Over for Norris. Norris into the corner, Filer. Filer's got it corner left side, looking into the left blocks for Rogers. Tries to force it in, kicked by Atkins, stays with the Cats. And Gary, all they're doing is standing around on the outside trying to force it inside. Dribble, penetrate. They haven't done it at all the second half. 5 minutes ago here, third quarter. Norris now takes it in and gets it blocked away. But you got to go up aggressive. We got to stop this little floaters that everybody's trying to shoot. Let's take it in, take it hard to the rack. You get called for a charge, you get called for a charge, but take it aggressively. Spin it around, three looked at, and then a jumper from the elbow, no good. Goes back the other way. Get it off for Atkins. Atkins goes inside to the cutter, Kohler. Kohler good. It's 48-32. Cats down 16. Norris into the lane for Rogers. Rogers spins, kicks it out, spin it around for Crowley into the corner, Filer. Filer's got it corner right side to the right wing. Up top between the circles, top of the key, going to drive in. Gets it in the corner for Norris. Back to Filer. Filer will fire a three. Filer will not connect. It'll be a rebound for Jackson. Jackson goes back the other way. Glass and good, an easy bucket. 50-32 the score. 18-point contest now. Cats letting Pleasant Hill run away with it in a long three by Norris. Wilson and Poisel check in for Rogers and Jenkins. Get it off for Lawler. Inside. Out they go. Atkins shuffles his feet, turns it over, back the other way. All right. Across the timeline we go with it. Norris with it to the free throw line. Stripped away. Here comes Atkins. Puts it up, puts it in for two. 52-32. Back into the corner, three ball, no. Rebound picked up by Pleasant Hill. And a jump ball called Jacob Poisel. Jacob Poisel just trying to go after the basketball and got a little bit aggressive with it, but I like the fire from Poisel right there, showing you it's still a rivalry game. Try to get it in is Crowley, and he promptly has it kicked back at him by Lawler. One more to attempt for the Cats to get it in here. They get it in, and inside they go to Rogers. Rogers got it in one. 52-34. And one opportunity for Brody. So 3:21 to go in the third. It's a 17 or 18-point game. Chance to make it 17. Free throw is coming up. It is no good. Brody has struggled from the free throw line. Usually a pretty good big man free throw shooter. Kick it in the corner. Fannin three. No. Short. Rebound Filer. Clears it out. Gets it to Jenkins. Jenkins brings it ahead into the corner. Back out front for Jenkins. Over to Filer. Filer goes to Rogers. Rogers at the free throw line. Underneath the Filer. No good. Filer short arm that one a little bit, and it goes back the other way. Jackson, kick it corner, three ball. Lawler, no. Rebound by the Cats, ahead they go. Now Lawler with the steal on Filer. Back the other way we go. Now Filer with the steal. Pleasant Hill allowing them to stick around. Cats just not capitalizing here on this sloppy stretch of basketball. Filer has it in the corner left side, left wing, Jenkins. Jenkins back out front with it.
We've only scored 4 points this entire quarter.
And it's because we're settling for contested shots like that is why. 52-34 the score. Jackson with it. Get it off into the corner now, Lawler. Lawler goes inside for Kohler. Kohler goes up on Rogers, can't connect, but the putback is good by Kanan. Not real sure what happened right there. 54-34. Poisel back into the ball game. Jenkins going to bring it up. Cats down 20 with 1:50 to go here in the third. Just waiting for some life, a little bit of spark out of the Wildcats. Haven't seen it here since about midway through the first quarter. Tie up inside, no good. And with 1:34 to go in the third. Jaden Wilson checks out. 1:37 to go in the third. Rogers to pass it in here, still looking to get it in, gets it in to Jenkins. Jenkins got it left side wing, he's going to drive and is fouled on the way to the rim. The Cats ball underneath their own bucket. Jenkins gets it in the corner, going to drive all the way to the bucket. Best take of the night right there by the Wildcats. Got to get a little bit more of that. We got to see more out of Bryce Jenkins like that, as he's got to be aggressive, taking it to the hoop. Now a steal by Poisel, but couldn't stay in bounds. It'll stay with Pleasant Hill with 1:17 to go. Atkins skip pass over to Hatton into the corner, three ball, no. And they're going to call a foul on Poisel on the box out. I've never seen that called as a box out foul like that and not a shooting foul. That's the first time I've ever seen that. Jerry, yeah, and I've always hated that continuation follow through, not letting them land. It affected the shot stuff. Dropped off, no, but the Cats cannot buy a rebound. They get it inside Burkhart. He puts it up, no good. Still coming out of there finally is Norris. He's going to drive it in, puts it up, blocked away, out of bounds, off of Pleasant Hill, and stays with the Cats. Solomon checks in. Checks in for Burkhart here. Rogers set to pass it in. Knocked out of bounds by Kohler. We'll do it again with 41.6. Jenkins going to pass it in this time. Get it in for Norris. Top of the key for Crowley. He's going to back it back up. He now drives it to the lane. Good take by Crowley. 54-38. Late in the third, Cats showing a little bit of fire. 54-38 the score. 16-point game with 17. Pleasant Hill going to be happy with one shot here. Atkins into the corner, back out front. Fannin back to Jackson with 10. And this is where you just kind of let Jackson create. They kick it in the corner, three ball, no. Rebound and out of bounds, foul called on Solomon. So now the Cats got a chance here. They could steal some points right here. Norris going to bring it up. Half court. No. We go to the fourth. Cats down 16. We'll be back.
It's always a good idea at the time to have a birthday party at your house. Then the party happens. You're too crammed, the mess after you're done, not able to visit with someone because you can't get to that person and chat. Well, next time you have a gathering to plan, whether it's a birthday party, anniversary, bridal or baby shower, graduation party, holiday party, give Sonia at the Dickey Cottage a call. Large area to sit, eat, and visit, space to lay out all the food, and a big living room area for the guys to watch sports. Take the work out of the party, relax, and finally enjoy your party at the Dickey Cottage, the venue place.
Why freeze in these brutal winter temperatures by parking outside and walking who knows how far to get your coffee? Go to Brew Daddy's, Harrisonville's only drive-through coffee shop. A wide assortment of coffees, lattes, hot chocolate, and more. There is sure to be something for the whole family. So next time you wake up and dread the cold and having to park and get your coffee, remember, you don't have to. Drive up, drive through, stay warm at Brew Daddy's, nestled between Commerce Bank and O'Reilly's on Commercial Street. We all have that one friend or family member, the one that has everything. No matter what your gift, give them, they already have it. Why not put Doug and Christy Wielden to work and get that picky family member a unique handmade pin, key ring, extra large crocheted blanket, and keep warm this winter. So next time you need a one-of-a-kind item for that one-of-a-kind friend, look up DW Creations on Facebook and have Doug and Christy create the best gift ever. All right, we're underway. Fourth quarter action. Cats got some work to do. Down 16. Jackson goes straight to the hoop, and a foul, offensive foul, going to be called on Jackson, and the Cats get the turnover they need right off the bat. This is where you start winning segments of a quarter, Gary. Let's win this first 2 minutes, cut it down to maybe 13 or 12. Let's win that second couple of minutes, get it at the 4-minute mark. If you can be in single digits, you like your chances the last 4 minutes, but you've got to be in single digits by the 4-minute mark. See if they can chop at it this first 2 minutes of the fourth quarter. 54-38 to score. They get it off for Filer. He's got it on the wing left side. Back off for Knowles to Filer in the corner. 3-ball good. Evan Filer, 54-41. It's a 13-point game with 7:30 to go here in the fourth. Now you got to play defense and get a stop. Atkins with it on the right side wing. Dribbles off the wing, looks for a little give and go. Now top of the key, Kohler. Back out front for Jackson. 7:15 to go here in the fourth. They get it off Fannin. Fannon's got it. Back top of the key, Solomon. Over to Atkins in the corner for Jackson. And he's going to drive baseline, kick it to Atkins. Atkins going to drive baseline now. Has to get rid of it to Jackson. Top of the key, they go Fannin, spin it around Kohler. Kohler going to drive in the paint. Put it up, no. Rebound inside by Fannin. He puts it up, no. Cats fight for it. Rebound by the Cats, down 13 in the ball. 6:50 to go. Norris to Rogers. Rogers takes it. Glass, no good. Too hard on that. Back the other way it goes. Jackson off for Atkins. Glass, no good. Rebound. Jump ball back to the Cats with 6:37 to go. So it was a good take by Rogers, just wouldn't fall. I think Rogers thought he got fouled there. $6:37 to go here, fourth quarter. Cats down by 13. Norris has it, goes inside for Rogers. Rogers working on Kohler, spin, good move, put it up, put it in. Brody Rogers, nifty move to the backside. Makes it 54-43. Cats all of a sudden within 11. Kick it in the corner, back out top, Atkins. Atkins spins it around, top of the key now, Jackson over to Fannin. Fannin has it, he's going to drive on Norris. Now back out front for Jackson with 6 minutes to go. Kick it in the corner, back up front for Atkins. Atkins over to the other side for Herlock. Little give and go, foul on the floor. They're going to call that one on
Norris, I think.
Norris, yeah.
That was a good foul.
Stop the easy bucket. Now Pleasant Hill's going to have to try to get a bucket by running some offense. Jackson, little floater in the paint. Good. Makes it 56-43. Back come the Cats down 13 with 5:35 to go in the ball game. And now telegraph pass right there by Norris. Atkins had the steal, couldn't hang on. Crowley checks in, Filer checks out. Get it up front for Norris. Norris dribbles over to the left side, top of the key, 3-ball, no. Rebound inside by Atkins. Goes back the other way. Jackson, backdoor Kohler. Kohler puts it up, puts it in. 58-43. I said you got to win the next 2 minutes. Cats had won it. Now they're giving it all right back. Now Norris goes in, wild shot, and a foul going to be called inside. I believe that's going to be called on Kohler. If it is, it'll be a 1-on-1 situation. It's a 15-point game with 5:02 to go. So Crowley at the line, 5:02 to go. Cannot knock it down, and that goes out of bounds, and it's going to stay with the Cats. Herlock couldn't hang on to it, so the Cats will regain possession here. Try to get the ball in here. They get it in for Knowles, top of the key. Off for Jenkins. Jenkins double team, now off to Knowles. He stepped back, blocked away by Jackson, and it goes back the other way. So Atkins with it, back to Jackson, back to Atkins. Fires a three, no. But wide open on the backside, no communication by the Cats back there. Crowley and Rogers blocking each other out. Now a chance to push it back to 16 or 17 here. Cats had gotten it to within 11, and just like that, Pleasant Hill has pushed it back out to 16, 59-43 the score. Second one coming. 17-point game, 60-43 the score. Next week we will have a home game against Butler on Monday night, followed up by a road game Thursday night, that dreaded drive to Excelsior Springs on Thursday. Top of the key three, no. Rebound underneath, bounces around, picked up by Pleasant Hill. They're just winning the loose balls. When you win the loose ball game, you win a lot of basketball games, and they are dominating that tonight. They call a travel on Jackson, back the other way. Somebody, we need to have a pep talk to the Harrisonville kids. Is down 17 here. The neighbors to the north have been dominating this season in football and basketball. 4 minutes to go. We're approaching here. Little floater, no, and it goes back the other way. 60-43 your score. Little give and go underneath. Burkhart wide open. Cannot connect though. Fouled by Poisel. We'll have an abbreviated post game right after this one is over. Burkhart short-armed that one a little bit. I gotta laugh with him because he just left his hand up there like I'm gonna act like that I made that. So kind of poking a little fun at himself there with 3:50 to go in the game, 17-point game. Second free throw no good. Back the other way we go with it. Jenkins into the corner. 3 ball on the way. Connor Blixt misses badly, going to go back the other way. And Jackson going to push it across the timeline. Crisscross dribble into the corner. Burkhart back to Jackson. Try to cross him over. Underneath Kohler, wide open. Got it to go. 62-43. Back to 19 with 3:15 to go. Kick it off for Norris to Filer. Step back 3, no. Gonna go back across the timeline is Jackson with 2:55 to go. (64-43). Long 3, no. Rebound Pleasant Hill, back the other way we go with 2:30 to go. Jackson coast to coast. 66-43 the score. And it's a 23-point game. Looking for plans for a romantic Valentine's dinner? The Cider House is hosting an amazing 5-course meal prepared by the couple chefs, Matt and Sophia Chatfield. The couple will take you on a culinary journey that is sure to excite your taste buds. The dinner is on Saturday, February 16th. There will also be music by David Kamer on violin and Denny Dibble on guitar. Get your reservations booked today because seating is limited. Check out the Cider House Facebook page or visit their website at theciderhouseevents.com. Also, our good friends at Forged by Fire Kitchen and Tap House have opened their new location, which was in the old, where the old Wagon Wheel restaurant once sat, and then it was a couple of other random restaurants, but he has taken that over, and we've been in there a couple times the last couple of weeks. And if you don't remember, Harrisonville used to have a lot of good places to eat breakfast. Well, I'm going to tell you right now, that's one of them now, as I've been in there several times over the last, well, twice over the last month to eat breakfast, and their breakfast is very solid. So we got 2:20 to go in this one. Cats down 23. Also, the old location for Forged by Fire is now an event space. So if you have a gigantic event you need a room for, give Brandon Plunkett of Forged by Fire a call and see if he can help you out. And that one is a foul. Rogers will go to the line for a pair here. 2:09 to go in this one.
I'll cover it up. We'll put it on him, and if it ends up being
Second.
something great, if not.
No good. The first one is good. 66-44. One more to go here. Second free throw coming up. It is no good. Rebound by Jaden Wilson. He puts back the spinner in the paint. Glass no good. Rogers goes back to the free throw line. Fouled by Lawler with 2:04 to go. A 66-44 ball game. Brody's first one is good, 66-45. One more to go here for Brody. Second one good as well, 66-46. I was looking for Brody up on the scoreboard, but he wasn't up there. See how many total points he has tonight.
He's got 10, 12, 13.
So Brody in double figures with 13. Solomon spinner in the paint. Good. No, rattles out. And a scrum for it. Teeman can't come up with it. Blix does. Blix across the timeline. There's a wild scrum for it. River Riley with it. Probably looking at your starting quarterback for the Wildcats next year, and River Riley out there on the floor getting some varsity action. And a turnover back the other way. Carruthers was going for it there. So it's Tiemann, Carruthers, Riley, Blixt, and Wilson for the Cats right now. You got the MASH unit on the end of the bench down there, and Isaiah Patrick, Kennedy Atkinson, and Mr. Landon George. And I'll tell you, you look at those three on the end of the bench, those are probably three starters for you this year, Gary. So
3 starters and 3 producers.
Yeah, so that tells you a lot about what this team could be in the future. 68-46 the score. 1 minute to go. Riley out, spin it. Baseline jumper, good. Jaden Wilson, 68-48, 20-point game. Blix tries to get the steal, and a substitution timeout. Several new faces in there. Try to get the ball around, kick it around. They're wanting Keegan Slaughter, they're chanting over there. I think they're wanting him to get a shot off. Also in the game is Kamen Stidham. Cutter Herlock at the free throw line for a couple of free throws. First one is good, has one more to go here. 69-48 the score. Second free throw, good. Make it 70-48. 22-point lead for Pleasant Hill. Blixt across the timeline, off to Riley. Riley with it out front. Dribble through traffic, stop, pop, gets it blocked, goes back the other way. And a whistle with 20 seconds to go. Why freeze in this brutal winter temperatures by parking outside and walking who knows how far to get your coffee? Go to Brew Daddy's, Harrisonville's only drive-through coffee shop. A wide assortment of coffees, lattes, frappes, hot chocolate, and more. There's sure to be something for the whole family. So next time you'll wake up and dread the cold and having to park to go get your coffee, remember you don't have to. Drive up, drive through, and stay warm at Brew Daddy's. Nestled between Commerce Bank and O'Reilly's on Commercial Street. Final 8 seconds of this one winding down. And Pleasant Hill going to win it on their court warming night, 70-48. Looking for plans for a romantic Valentine's dinner? Cider House is hosting an amazing 5-course meal prepared by the couple chefs, Matt and Sophia Chatfield. The couple will take you on a culinary journey that is sure to excite your taste buds. The dinner is Saturday, February 16th. There will also be music by violinist David Kamer and guitar by Denny Bleibel. Get your reservations booked today because seating is limited. Check out the Cider House Facebook page or visit the website at ciderhouseevents.com. We'll be back to wrap things up from P Hill after this.
When you climb in your vehicle with your kids and head to the Wildcat game, you want to be safe. Make sure your tires are safe by visiting William and Michelle's at Young's Tire and Wheel Center. You might not need them today. William can give you a peace of mind by letting you know when you will. If tires are needed, they will get you the best tire on the market and Harrisonville's best tire warranty with free flat repair for life of the tire. So stay safe with new tires from Young's Tire and Wheel Center. Decisions on the football field must be made in a split second. When buying a home, it is quite the opposite. Let Carol Looney and her staff at American Heritage walk you through the process with ease. They will make sure buying your dream home doesn't become a nightmare. From the first showing until the keys are in your hand, go with the realtors that have called Harrisonville home since 1981. American Heritage Realtors, office located next to Sonic on Commercial, or go see them at americanheritage-realtors.com.
When you live in a small town, you need someone you can trust to buy a used car from. Steve Holland with Holland Auto Sales is that guy. Selling cars in Harrisonville for 35 years gains you that trust. Used car dealers can come and go, but not Steve. Holland Auto Sales, with 3 generations of Hollands graduating from Harrisonville, means he will be here for years to come. So go see the guy who the Grammer family trusts to buy from, Steve Holland with Holland Auto Sales on Commercial Street, just past Burger King.
When it comes to fast service at a reasonable price, Young's Auto is your place. Whether it's a standard oil change, brake check, or something a little more major, Michelle and William with Young's Auto Repair will make sure you get back on the road quickly with a little change left in your pockets. So if you don't want to break the bank when your vehicle needs service, come to the shop that keeps you rolling down the highway. Young's Auto, right across the street from Young's Tire on South Commercial.
Salon 114 on the historic Harrisonville Square is happy to sponsor this year's Spirit Spotlight, which highlights a different Wildcat cheerleader who has excelled on the team each week. While the stylists at Salon 114 are extremely busy, they are excited to announce the addition of a full-spectrum infrared sauna. This new addition is available to anyone and comes with an array of health benefits. Sessions are available with flexible times and by the minute. That makes now the time to call at 816-651-3722.
All right, welcome back. Your final 70-48. Pleasant Hill drubs the Wildcats tonight by 22. And, you know, Gary, after the first quarter, 3 ties, 3 late changes, you thought, man, this is going to be a good barn burner contest. And the Cats then promptly got outscored by 23 the rest of the ball game, that last 3 quarters. They were outscored 23-16 in the second quarter. 18-8 in the third and 16-10 in the fourth. And when you only score 18 points and a half, you're not going to win a whole lot of basketball games. And the Cats just struggled all night offensively.
Yeah, they did. And I mean, the first quarter, everything looked good. I thought they were going well. I mean, obviously we had the lead, but starting that second quarter, that really put us into a little bit of a bind. And then it seemed like, they would get a little bit of momentum, and then it would be 2 steps or 1 step forward, 2 steps back, pretty much the rest of the game, and which therefore it just kept getting wider and wider. So running down some stats real quick, total of 48 points for the Cats. Leading the way was Brody Rogers with 13. I'm going to run down total scores. Jenkins had 5, Filer had 3, Norris had 7, Colby Knowles had 8. Jaden Wilson had 4, Crowley had 2, and Poisel had 6. Leading the way for the Pleasant Hill was Blake Adkins. He had 16. Kohler had 13, and Mason Jackson had 12. Those all 3 were in double points, and you got to have more. You got to have more activity and more points from some of the guys on our group. And granted, we've got some other people out there that have not been playing. Next man up. We've talked about that. They're getting some time on the court. It's just going to take a little bit of time.
You're right, and right now Bryce Jenkins and then Brody Rogers a little bit last year. The only 2 with a lot of varsity experience coming back from last year. So somebody's got to step up, be a leader on this team, and they got to find some W's. That after you get that downfall, you get that 1 win, they will come back. You'll start seeing more and more wins. Next week doesn't get any easier. You got Butler at home on Monday night. Coach Jackson coming to town, and that's one of those games. He only lost by 3 to him down in Stockton. He would love to get a W on Harrisonville's home floor. So it's going to be tough on Monday. Then you go up to Excelsior Springs on Thursday night. That long bus ride up there is never fun. So you just got to find something, and you got to start working off the positives. You got to find some fire somewhere in there if you're the Wildcats. But two more big games next week, and then we have a doubleheader Or then we have Warrensburg at home the following Tuesday, which is not going to be any treat as they've only lost 2 games, and I think they're ranked 4th in the state right now in Class 4. So very good basketball team coming to town. But nevertheless, we're back on the air. 4Ts is rocking and rolling, and we've got 2 games for you next week and 1 the following week against Warrensburg. So 3 games over the next couple of weeks. So stay tuned for more 4Ts action. And I got to say hi to Braxton. I know that Braxton and my wife, Angela, as well as Collins, are watching at home. And Braxton got a splinter out a little bit ago tonight, found that he's had a splinter, had to use a needle to get that out. So he was a little bit terrified at first, but he did a pretty good job on that. So we will be headed back towards Harrisonville for Ron Allschlager behind the camera, for Santa Claus behind me, for Gary Davidson. I'm Chad Grammer saying good night from P. Hill. We'll see you Monday night in the Ville.